Hi, this is Diana and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making chicken parmesan with a garlic marinara sauce. Let's get started with our sauce for our chicken parmesan. Now, what you need is fresh garlic and you mince it. Some olive oil and some whole canned tomatoes. Now, normally I use Italian tomatoes, but recently I found these wonderful domestic whole tomatoes, and I just really think they are one of the best tomatoes you can buy. And they are grown here in the United States, and they're called San Marzanos. Now, I don't get paid for this. I'm just letting you know that they are really good and they're made here in the United States. And we're using whole tomatoes. Now let's get over to the stove and get started. Okay, we're going to get our sauce started. What we want to do is you're going to put about 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil in your pan and a 1/4 cup of your crushed garlic. And we're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes, just so that the garlic and the oil blend together and get some flavor from the garlic. Okay, now that our garlic has sit in the oil for about 10 minutes, we're going to turn on our stove on high and we're going to let it get hot enough, and we just want the garlic to cook until it almost is starting to turn brown. See, our garlic is starting to sizzle, and that's what we want it to do. Now we're just going to let it cook a little bit more, and that garlic smells so good. Alright, now, see how it looks? It's just getting to where it's going to turn brown. So now we're going to add, and you want to add these tomatoes whole, and we're going to cook them whole, and then towards the end we will blend them together, but we want to cook them whole. So let's add our tomatoes. And now we're going to add a can of water. Okay, now we're going to add our water, whole can. We're going to bring these up to a boil, and then we're going to turn them low, and we're going to let them just simmer. As you can see, our tomatoes have come to a boil. Now we're going to turn them down to about medium-low to a simmer, and you want to make sure that you stir them, every 15 minutes or so. Just keep them stirred so they don't stick to the bottom or anything. Alright, and we'll be back to show you more. Okay, let's get our chicken prepared. Now, we need 3 to 4 eggs. I put 4 eggs in here because I'd rather have a little bit too many eggs than not enough. Then I got 3 whole chicken breasts, and I filleted them in half. Not cut them, filleted them in half. Then I took my meat tenderizer and I gave them a few whacks with the meat tenderizer mallet, and that way it'll make our meat much more juicier, much more tender when it's finished. And we need a 1/4 cup of minced garlic and a little bit of black pepper to your taste. So let's get started. We're going to add our garlic to our egg, okay, and a little bit of the pepper, a few sprinkles, and now we're going to beat our eggs in that. This way the flavors all blend in. The garlic blends in with the egg. Okay, now we're going to place our chicken into the egg mixture, all of it. Okay, now we have all of our chicken in here, and I know a lot of you people are used to having it dipped into flour and then to egg, or egg and then flour and then egg again. My son got me onto this way where I just let it marinate for a while in the egg and garlic, and it really comes out wonderful. Wait till you try it, you'll see. Now let's get some saran wrap over this, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator and start our get our breadcrumbs ready. Okay, making breadcrumbs is very easy, and I enjoy much more making my own breadcrumbs than buying them from the store already with all the seasoning and that, because this way you can put the seasonings that you like in it. Now this recipe calls for 2 cups of plain breadcrumbs, except this one has a little bit of salt in it, so I don't want to add any more. If you buy some that don't have any salt added to it, then you might want to add a teaspoon of salt, or to your taste. Now we have 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And we're just going to blend these all in here. So let's go. Grated Parmesan cheese. Mix that in. Our Italian seasoning. Our garlic powder. And our onion powder. And we're just going to stir that in until it's all blended together. It even smells good. See? It's all blended together now. And this makes a wonderful, wonderful dressing for your chickens or for your steaks or whatever you like to use it on. Our chicken has marinated in our egg and garlic mixture, and so we're going to now bread our chicken for frying. So we're going to use the fork to take it out of the egg mixture. So you want to grab a piece here. Now sometimes it's okay to use your hands too. We're going to put it in here. And we're going to use our hands. Of course, you always want to make sure you wash them. And put our chicken, our breadcrumbs over our chicken. And then you want to press it down a little bit so that it gets on there nice and solid. See how I'm pressing it down? There, see? Isn't that wonderful? Again, we're going to take another piece, put in our breadcrumbs. We're going to take some of our breadcrumbs over our chicken and press it down onto the chicken. Okay, we've put our oil in our pan, and you want to put enough oil in the pan to coat the bottom, because we're frying this. This is chicken Parmesan, and we're frying. So we want enough oil, not too much, but enough to coat the bottom. And we want it to get it hot. Now I see that our tomatoes are almost finished. So let's get our chicken prepared, okay? We want to put our chicken in here, and if you want to see if it's hot enough, you can sprinkle a little bit of your breadcrumbs in there, and if they kind of sizzle, you know it's hot enough. So this is sizzling, so we're going to set our first piece in there. And now let's get another piece in here. Now, when it's ready to turn, you know it's ready to turn when the edges will turn a little white. And that's when we'll turn them. Okay, our chicken's been cooking for about 2 or 3 minutes on the first side. And I forgot to tell you that, like, once your oil is hot, you might want to turn it down to about medium high. Okay? And as you can see, around our edges, the chicken is slightly white. So let's turn them over. Oh, look how beautiful. Look at how beautiful. Oh, okay, already look on that side, look how golden brown they are. And so we're going to cook this for another 2 or 3 minutes. And then we'll get with show you what to do with our tomatoes. As you can see, our tomatoes are done. They've reduced down to about half of what they were. So it's nice and thick, and a little thicker. And now we're going to crush our tomatoes. Now, if you like your tomatoes a little chunkier, then you can take a potato smasher and smash them down to the chunkiness that you like it. Because my Sonia will not eat chunky tomatoes, it has to be pureed. I'm going to use one of these little gadgets to puree my tomatoes. So here we go. See? All right, we've blended our sauce. As you can see, it's pretty well pureed. And we're going to let it cook for about another 10 minutes on low so that all the flavors can blend in there again and settle down from all that pureeing that we did. And then, so after that 10 minutes, we're going to come back and we're going to assemble our chicken for our chicken parmesan. Okay, now I'm going to show you how we're going to dress up our chicken for the chicken parmesan. We're going to use our tomato and we're going to use provolone. You can use mozzarella if you like, but we like the provolone because it's a little bit more smoky flavor and gives you a little bit more oomph to the chicken. So the first thing we're going to do, and most people don't do their chicken this way, but I found from my son has taught me this actually, that if you do it this way that I'm going to show you, it's just a little bit nicer. You'll see at the end, okay? So we're going to put a couple spoonfuls of this and kind of just blend it around there on each piece here. Make sure it kind of circle. Got it all the top covered. Spoon like this. Okay. Now we're going to put our provolone cheese on. And I like to kind of like break it in half, and then I put 2 pieces on each chicken. Now we're going to put it under the broiler because you've already fried your chicken and everything, and their chicken's cooked. We just want that cheese to melt on top of that sauce and on top of that chicken. Okay, now that our chicken is done with the melted cheese on top, we're going to dress up our plate. And this is how you want to do it. You want to take some sauce and put it on the bottom of your plate. Like that. And then we're going to take a piece of chicken and set it right inside that sauce. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay, we finished our chicken parmesan, so let's give it a taste, okay? Can't wait. My granddaughter's out there waiting for me to finish this up so she can taste it. I don't think I'm gonna let her in. It's so good. It's delicious. Well, I hope you enjoyed your time in my kitchen. And please try this chicken parmesan recipe. You're gonna love it with the garlic marinara sauce. Bye now.